Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Law Firm Marketing Hacks podcast. This is Andy Stickel, and today I'm going to tell you how my speech, or my talk, or whatever you want to call it, how my talk at the Max LawCon 2019 conference got me thrown in jail. Stick around.
You're not just a lawyer, you're a defender of the defenseless. You possess a license that allows you to fight for those who can't fight for themselves. But while you're fighting for others, who's watching out for you? For far too long, lawyers have been fed line after line by big marketing companies, promising the world and delivering nothing. And even worse, think of all the people you were unable to help just because they didn't know you existed. That ends today. It's time to take the power back. This podcast will teach you how law firm marketing really works, how to not only get more clients, but how to get your dream clients, how to save time, how to save money, how to save energy by only focusing on tactics that work so you can grow your firm and help more people, and how to never get screwed by a marketing company ever again. My name is Andy Stickel, and I've helped thousands of lawyers, and I can help you too. This is the Law Firm Marketing Hacks podcast.
Okay, so maybe I'm being a little bit dramatic. I did not actually get thrown in jail after the talk, but I did end up in Facebook jail after I presented at the Maximum Lawyer Conference in St. Louis a couple weeks ago. And what I learned from this is how volatile marketing and how volatile all of your internet marketing is, and how important it is to have a backup plan so that you don't have all of your eggs in a single basket. So here's what happened. I spoke at the conference. I met a ton of people at the conference. A lot of people came up to me after my talk, and what ended up happening was a lot of the people that were at the conference are part of a Facebook group called the Maximum Lawyer Facebook group, which, by the way, if you're a lawyer and you're not in the Maximum Lawyer Facebook group, you should definitely join because it's a really good group to be in. But what ended up happening is I made a lot of friends there. I went out to dinner with some people, had drinks with people, just talking all day. The day I was there, just to everyone, so many people I met there, which was really cool. And I started getting friend requests, and people were tagging me on Facebook, and people were messaging me, and all this activity was happening on my Facebook page. And it happened throughout the weekend. So, the conference, I spoke on Thursday. Thursday, my Facebook page just absolutely blew up. Friday, it blew up, and it kept happening because what was happening was, as a lot of the people that are in the group are friends. So Facebook starts suggesting people. So if they see that I've got 75 friends that are similar to, or if I've got the same 75 friends as somebody else, then Facebook suggests me, and then more people add me as a friend. So what happened was Facebook thought my account got hacked because there was so much activity, and they shut my account down. They didn't shut it down as like a penalty, but what they did is basically they prevented me from doing anything on Facebook. So I couldn't go into my group. I couldn't post. I couldn't like. I couldn't do anything. I had literally no way to communicate with people in my Facebook group. And also my paid social media marketing for lawyers masterclass. I do have a group where people pay to be in it. And part of the advantage of being in that group is you get to ask direct questions, and I give you really detailed answers, and I give you really good answers to all your questions that you're stuck on as we build your marketing campaigns. And people were posting in there. People were posting in the lawyer marketing Facebook group, and people were posting on my personal wall. I had friends that were just reaching out, just kind of like normal Facebook interactions, and I was paralyzed. I couldn't do anything, and it made me realize that, first of all, Facebook does not care about me. Facebook doesn't care about anything because, at the end of the day, Facebook will shut you down and not even think twice about it. Same thing with Google, same thing with Twitter, same thing with Instagram. All these different companies, we come to rely on these companies, and they become such big parts of our marketing plan, such big parts of our revenue stream, that we almost kind of feel like we almost take it for granted, and we don't realize the fact that, oh, they could delete my account at any time, and all this goes away. So I started thinking about this, and I was like, and I knew that my account was going to come back, But I know other marketers that have had their account shut down and never got anything back. So I've invested all this time, all this money, all these resources, and not to mention all this energy into all these things, and Facebook could take it away at any given time. So what is my recourse? Well, luckily my recourse is that I don't have all my eggs in one basket. I've got a very big email list. I've got a very big Facebook group. I've got a very big YouTube channel. I've got all these different things. I've got a website with a ton of content on it. So, what that is just kind of reinforcing. I wasn't freaking out because, and truthfully, what actually happened was Facebook basically said, okay, it's going to be blocked for 24 hours. 48 hours later, I was still blocked. So I kind of started worrying a little bit that there was some sort of bug or that they forgot about me or something like that, and it was going to be a much bigger issue to get this stuff reinstated. Because that would not be out of the question. That definitely is something that could happen. But I wasn't freaking out too bad because I knew that my business wasn't going to fall apart because I had all these other areas. I had Facebook. I didn't have Facebook. I had YouTube, and I had my email list. I had all these other things that I know that I still reach a lot of people on. So what this is a very big lesson for everybody to learn is that, if you rely on one source for your law firm's business, you've got to find a second source. Because let's say you rely on Google, and let's say you're number one everywhere for SEO, and then all of a sudden Google comes along and makes an algorithm change, and you're gone. Or Google just makes a change and just, maybe Google thinks that, and this happened to a client not too long ago. They thought that their listing on Google, the Google Maps, they thought their listing was fake. It's not. It's a real listing. It's got a real address. Somebody probably reported them because they were doing so well. They get so many clients and so many leads every single month just because of their rankings that we've gotten them. And it got reported, and it got shut down, and it took us 2 months to get it back. And this was a legitimate listing, so you can't rely on just one thing because otherwise you're just, something comes along, a company that has no legal obligation to you for anything, does not care about you, will absolutely shut your account down if it means they're going to make an extra, $10 next month. It's like ridiculous how disposable you are to them. And so many people, so many lawyers and law firms have all their eggs in this one basket, in the Google basket, or especially Google AdWords, like Google AdWords. If that's your only source of leads, well, what happens if they just double the price of AdWords tomorrow? They could do that because you have no choice. Now you've got to pay twice as much or 3 times as much for your leads, and you have no other recourse. So I can't stress enough how important it is that you start developing something where you start making a name for yourself and you get yourself off of this reliance on just one source for lead generation. That's what I teach lawyers in the Social Media Marketing for Lawyers Masterclass that I have. It's called Social Media Marketing for Lawyers Masterclass, but really it's not a social media course. What it is it's a class, it's a coaching program actually that teaches you how to create a branding strategy that will last you the rest of your career. Basically, what I teach is I teach how it's actually the whole thing is really focused around email. It's really email centric because email is the one thing that you will always own. There's these concepts of traffic, right? And there's 3 types of traffic. There's traffic that you don't control. And what I'm talking about is like website traffic, visibility, ways people see you online. So the way traffic that you don't control would be like organic search traffic. When someone goes to Google and searches for you and then ends up, or not even searches for you, searches for something and then ends up on your website, or someone maybe like a website referral or something like that, or somebody posts, shares some of your content on social media. That's all stuff that you really can't control. You can influence it with search engine optimization, but you can't control it. The second type of traffic is traffic that you control. And that's where you have traffic like Facebook ads or Google ads or Bing ads or even billboards and radio and all these different things. Because what you're doing is you're going to these other people who have traffic that they own. So for example, Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg owns all that Facebook traffic and he's willing to sell you ads to his traffic. So now what you have is you have traffic that you can control. You can turn on the ads, and when you turn on the ads, traffic comes in, and when you turn off the ads, traffic goes away. The problem is that you're always reliant on someone else. So what I try to do, and what I teach every lawyer to do, is stop relying on traffic that you What I teach lawyers to do is I teach them to convert traffic that they control and that traffic that they don't control into traffic that they own. Now, how do you own traffic? What you do is you get people to opt into an email list. And there's a lot, that way you have their email address, and that way you can follow up with them and you can send them emails. And if you have an email list, you can send an email and it doesn't cost you anything to reach that traffic. That's how you turn traffic into traffic that you own. And that's really the fundamental, probably the most important thing you can do in marketing is figuring out how you turn all this traffic into traffic that you own. Because at that point, then you're not reliant on anyone else. If you own all the traffic, like for example, I do. I have almost I've about 7,800 lawyers on my email list right now. Then only 1,200 are in my Facebook group. And I think I have 1,700 that subscribe to me on YouTube at this point. If any of those get shut down, I can contact everyone through my email list, and I can say, hey, everybody, my YouTube account got shut down. Come hang out on my Vimeo channel. Or, if Facebook doesn't exist anymore, whatever it is, I can say, hey, guys, Facebook's gone. Come follow me on Instagram, and I can keep following up with people. I'm not, my head's not cut off. So that's one thing that I tell lawyers all the time is you've got to figure out a way to have more than one source of lead generation. Otherwise, you're playing with fire. If I only relied on my Facebook group and Facebook for my business, to grow my business, and then Facebook shuts it down either on purpose or by accident or whatever it is, because, it's a computer system and there's always bugs, then I'm screwed. All this work for the last year and a half is all for nothing because it's all gone. And that can, for a lot of people, that can be, losing businesses, having to lay people off, losing houses. I mean, there's a lot of businesses that are teetering on the edge, and you've got to figure out a way to not rely on just one platform. So that's my big jail story. Never actually been to jail, hopefully never will, but that's as close to jail that I've been in. So hopefully this kind of gives you something to think about. If you want any additional information about how you can set up a system kind of like what I'm talking about, go to lawyermasterclass.com. I've got an hour-long training that you can watch there. It's completely free. And that will show you kind of how to start building up that list of people that you control the traffic rather than traffic that you're renting from Mark Zuckerberg or from Google or from Bing or wherever it is that you're renting traffic to control. So, all right, guys. Well, appreciate the time. Appreciate you hanging out with me today, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks. Hey, thanks for listening to the Law Firm Marketing Hacks podcast. Remember to subscribe and leave a review. Do you want to know how to get more clients flocking to your firm today? Do you want the phone ringing off the hook with more potential leads? Well, I'm a big fan of getting leads from multiple sources. You never want to put all your eggs in one basket. And one method that we use for our clients is getting them ranked in Google. The firms that rank in the top 3 on Google in the Maps section get more leads, get more clients, and make more money than the other firms. It's just plain and simple. It's a fact. But how do you get there? There's so much information out there. How do you start? Where do you start? Well, to address this concern, I created a free 24-part video series that's designed to help you skyrocket your firm to the top of the Google rankings. It's 24 videos over my shoulder where I teach you exactly how to get your firm to the top of the Google Maps. And it's not just theory. I actually show you my computer screen and I say, click here and type here and optimize this and do this. I tell you everything you need to know in this 24-part video series. This course teaches you exactly how to improve your firm's Google rankings. So to get a free copy of this course, this 24-part video series shipped to you on USB, I'll ship it right to your door. Go to heylawyers.com. That's HEYLAWYERS.com. The simple steps that you'll learn in this course will lead to more clients and more revenues really fast.
And you don't need to be tech savvy. I show you everything you need to do in very, very simple terms. So go to heylawyers.com today and get a free guide, a free USB drive that's going to show you how to dominate Google. So you need to hurry though, because we're almost out of these USB drives, and once they're gone, they're gone. So make sure to get yours today. Thanks again for listening, and I'll see you next time on the Law Firm Marketing Hacks podcast.